Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to cover some quizzes based on our previous lectures, which was on the basic structure, data types and identifiers. Then let's continue. Here is our first quiz. During quiz you can pause your video and try to figure out the answer. Let's see what is the first quiz. What is the following best describe C++? So first option is a markup language, but C++ is not a markup language. You can take an example of HTML, which is a markup language. Then second option is a low level assembly language. No, also not a assembly language. Then third option, a general purpose programming. It is a correct option. Let's go to the next quiz. What is the file extension of standard C++ source code file? Let's look at the first option, .txt. It is not, because .txt is used basically to store the normal texts, right? .cpp, yes, it is the correct answer. .java, it is for Java programming language. .c for C language. There is one option, .cpp. Let's move to the next one. Which of the following is a correct C++ comment? Compiler execute your C++ program, it ignores whatever is in the comments. Now there is two types of comment. One is this one and another is this one. Basically it is a single line comment, it is a multi-line comment. Whenever you want to comment a single line, you will use this. If you want to comment multiple lines, you will use this. So its answer will be first one. This one is used for Python and these are not used anywhere. Then fourth, what is the correct syntax to include a header file in C++? Correct syntax to include a header file. So what we have to do, we have to include a header file. I already told you what is a header file. So how, in basic structure, how we are including the has include IO stream. Okay, now look at it, the option. It is only a include, not it does not contain has. So this is not our option. This conclude has include, it can be, here you can see has include IO stream .h, but in our basic structure we didn't have a .s, so this is not an option. It doesn't contain has, this is also not an option. Remaining option is B. Our option is has include. Let's move to the next question. What function is mandatory in every C++ program? What I told you, whenever C++ start executing our program, it starts from main function. So you can see here is our right option, these are not our options, like that, int main, and we are writing here cout hello. So C++ start executing from main function. Now let's look at this question because it has our complete syntax. What is the output of this code? This is our header file, right? This is our std namespace, which basically replacing from here. Then we have our main function, then cout return. Okay. Now look at the options. What will be the output of this code? Okay, first option, which is an error. We have to check if there is any syntax error or not. So there is any, no, there is no syntax error here. Does it print C++ or does it print C++ or C++ includes? Whenever we writing something in double quotes, C++ print it exactly. So our output will be C++, not double quotes C++. Okay. Blank screen, no, because blank screen can't happen because we are printing cout, then we are printing C++. So double quotes as a representation for a C++ compiler to understand as a string. So it will print C++. Now let's move to the next question. What does include mean in C++? It defines variable? No. It imports library? Yes, because we are using scene, cout and any other functions in the future. So header file basically importing a library of IO stream which includes input and output. IO stream, it's a input and it's a output. It executes program? No. It initializes function? No. Okay, what do is imports library. So this is a valid C++ identifier. Basically identifier is our variable name. So we covered some rules to write a variable name. So we cannot start with number, it's wrong. We cannot have have spaces, but we can start with underscore. Next question: which of the following is not a valid data type in C++? Int 4, integer, float 4, decimal, or we can say floating point. String, we are write in double quotes, but there wasn't any real data type. Let's move to the next question. The size of int in most modern compiler is 1 byte. Okay, let's 1 byte equals to 8 bit. Okay, what I told you in previous lecture, that integer was storing 32 bits. Okay, then 32 divided by 8, it will be 4 bytes. So most of the computer stores 4 bits size of int. We can say 4, it is 4 long because it's equivalent to 64. Let's move to the next question. Which operator is used to print cout in C++? Let's go to the one of the code. Here. Here you can see which operator we are using to print our C++, right? So here we can say this is not an answer. This is seen. It's not an answer. This is our correct answer. Okay. Just you have to remember the syntax. Whenever you are printing, you have to write like, you have to use cout. Cout means here, out means out. Let's move to the next question. What will this code print? Let's see. Okay, you can see here written in a single line. We also can write it int a equals to 10, int v equals to 3. You can say it's a shorthand method. Okay, you have to declare one time and you can declare multiple variable in a single data type. So what we have to print? A modulo b. Okay, modulo is our arithmetic operator, and modulo is used for getting remainders. Okay, so 10 modulo 3, what will be the remainder? If you take it right there, 3 times 9, what is our remainder? It's 1. So what will be the output of this code? It's a 1. Okay, which of these is a logical operators? And or not? These were our logical operators. So this one, not this one, this one. Then our answer will be both B and C. Let's see. Next question. What does this line do? Basically, it's declaring a variable num which assigning 5 to it, and its data type is integer. Declares only? No. Assign only? No. Declares and initializes. What is initialization means? Assigning itself. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following symbols is used for single line comments? We already covered here. For single line we use double forward slash. For multiple line we use this one, right? So for this, our option, we have to find single line, then this will be our option. Let's move to the next question. What will be the output? We are declaring x equals to 5. Here you can see there is other assignment operator. Now you can see there is another assignment operator. So what is doing? It's a shorthand method of writing like that, x equals to x plus 3. So what is doing? First it's taking a 5 from here plus 3. It's basically now 8. Then first x value was 5, then it got updated and become 8. So we are doing two things in that operator. We are using a arithmetic operator as well as assignment operator. So we are combining both of them and performing our operations. Then our answer will be 8. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following statements about identifiers is true? Identifier can start with numbers? No, we can write it like this. Identifier can contain space my var equals to 5. No, we can't have space. Identifiers can include underscores. Yes, we can include numbers like this. We include underscores. Identifiers can use special symbols at the rate, dollar, as. No, it can't. Right. So our answer is C. Let's move to the next question. What is the output of this code? What we are doing here, we are cout means we are printing. What we are printing? 5 greater than 3 and 2 less than 1. Okay. So can we say 5 greater than 3? It's a true, right? Okay. Then and 2 less than 1? No, it's a false. So now what we have to determine? True and false. Whenever we are using AND operators, we have to determine, you have to remember one thing, true and, okay, let me write it properly. Yeah, true and false, always false, false and true, always false, true and true, it's a true, false and false, it's a false. You have to remember these things. So we have a true and false. What it will be? False. Right. Now we have four options here. We have a false, 0, 1, 2. So we can say true is not an answer. Right. False can be an answer. But C++ never prints true or false directly. It prints 4 true, 1, 4 false, 0. So until or unless you mention you have to print true or false, C++ doesn't print true or false, it prints 0 or 1. So whenever there is a false, there C++ will print 0. So our answer will be 0. If answer were true, C++ will print 1. Let's move to the next question. Which of these is not a category of C++ operator? Arithmetic. For arithmetic we have plus, minus, multiply, modulo, divide. For relational we have greater than, less than, greater than, equals to, less than, equals to. For logical we have and, or not. For sequential we don't have anything. So our answer will be sequential because it asking not a category of C++ operator. Let's move to the our last questions. Return 0, mean in mean. It's successful execution. That means from top to bottom all the statements which we have written is successfully executed without any errors.